I now call upon Bert and John Jacobs to deliver the commencement address.
Recording. Bentley, class of 2013, how you feeling? Are you ready to get this party started? Not yet, man. We love you, but not yet. That'll be at the end. That's all right, we're going to ad-lib. We're sorry if we started a sex scandal with your president. I know that's a first here. But she seemed to enjoy it. So we had a chance, my brother John and I had a chance backstage to talk to President Larson, and we asked her why she selected us, the Life is Good guys, to give the commencement speech this year. And she said, well, we wanted somebody who the students could relate to. And then she leaned in and she said, let me tell you the truth. There were lots of qualified candidates, but you guys were voted most likely to fit in at a Bentley keg party. It's nice at this stage of our career to be recognized for something. Ladies and gents, let the commencement commence.
At our company, we refer to our core values as the Life is Good superpowers. These are superpowers accessible to all, and they can help you find fulfillment, not just in your careers, but in your lives. So today, what we thought we'd do is share those with you, and we're going to do it in a manner that demands audience participation. Bert?
Who can catch out there? On the back of each of these Frisbees, we have written the Life is Good superpowers. When we're done talking about each one, which will be brief, we'll raise the Frisbee over our head and we'll declare something is a superpower. At that point, we want the whole audience to say, let it fly. Let's try that. Something is a superpower. Let it fly. Very nicely done. I'd like it twice as loud, please. So I have a friend, a good friend, who's a school teacher. And she teaches 3rd grade. And she asked her class recently, what do you want to be when you grow up? And the first student, she raised her hand, she said, I want to be a doctor. And my friend said, fantastic, very ambitious. A little boy raised his hand, he said, I want to be a fireman. She said, that's a noble profession, really nicely done. Then a 3rd girl raised her hand, and she said, when I grow up, I want to be happy. Well, my friend looked at her and said, oh, that's fun, sweetheart, but I don't think you understand the question. The little girl looked at my friend and she said, I don't think you understand life. Creativity is a superpower.
We often associate courage with strong, powerful creatures like lions and tigers and bears. Whoa! Courage has just as much to do with butterflies. I mean the butterflies in your belly. The butterflies you feel when you're right about to do something you're afraid to do. We want to encourage you guys to try things. We want to encourage you to make mistakes. We want to encourage you to take risks. Orville Wright didn't have a pilot's license. Orville Redenbacher didn't have a popcorn license. But they had the courage to try. Courage is a superpower.
About a month ago, something devastating happened in Boston, and everybody who's here today was impacted by that horrible day. Life is Good is located in the Back Bay, so my brother and I work in that neighborhood. We also happen to live in that neighborhood. When the bombs went off, we spent about an hour collecting our employees. One was missing. It turned out that one was very close to the second bomb. And we haven't spoken about this publicly yet, and I won't use his name, but he was hurt very badly. He took shrapnel from head to toe. Thankfully, at this stage of the game, we know that we're one of the lucky ones, and even he's one of the lucky ones, because he lived and because he has all his limbs. If you watch the news, as most of us did in the wake of the tragedy, they showed you the bombs over and over. More than anyone should have to watch something like that. They wanted us to think about jihad. They wanted us to worry. They gave us fear. But Life is Good is about focusing on what's right rather than what's wrong. Today and at the time, our hearts go out to the families of the 3 we lost, and our hearts go out to those that were badly injured. But we felt it was our job to focus on what was right rather than what was wrong. No matter how you slice it, a hate crime was performed, an action based on hate. 2 very confused people committed that action. But immediately after, immediate responders gave love, hundreds of them. And within hours, there were thousands giving love. Life is Good created a t-shirt that focused on the love. On the front of the t-shirt, it simply said Boston, and on the back it says, "There's nothing stronger than love." That t-shirt has sold more t-shirts. In 3 weeks, we've sold more units than any product we've ever made. And that t-shirt will raise $500,000 for the families who were affected. One act of hate is no match for millions of acts of love. Love is a superpower. Fancy pants, right? Fancy pants.
Bentley is flawless so far catching the Frisbee. I just want to note that.
Quite good.
Anyone who thinks they're going to build a business or brand these days alone is not paying attention. The world has changed. For the first time in history, the customer has taken control. Customers are all connected. Customers talk to each other. That could be a bad thing if people view you as artificial. If they view you that way, they can tear your business down. On the other hand, if they view you as authentic, they will help you build your business up. Life is Good has never been the strongest or the fastest, certainly not the smartest. My brother thinks YouTube is a water park in Agawam. It doesn't matter. Our community rallies around us because they know our positive purpose is real, and they help us every step of the way. Whatever you choose to do, choose a career that you can be authentically passionate about, something that's an extension of who you really are. People can read that authenticity in your face, and they will help you. Above all else, to thine own self be true. Authenticity is a superpower.
We started our Kids Foundation many years ago, so people ask us, did you overcome some great adversity? Well, I don't know if you got a good look at my brother, but growing up looking like that is not easy. Incidentally, when we throw these Frisbees, I want you to know that these Frisbees retail for $15, okay? But you'll notice that my brother and I signed it on the back, so now they're worth 10. Often there are people who can say things better than we can. And one of the ways that we've been successful is by listening to our customers. I'm going to read you a note, and it's one of the notes that led to the social work that we do. We receive tens of thousands of letters and emails from people, and they often are people who truly face adversity. Thankfully, we have never felt like we faced difficult challenges. We had no money in the street and we were selling t-shirts. That's not real adversity. Let me tell you about real adversity. This is one of many. It's one of my favorites. Dear Bert and John, my name is Alex. I have a brother, Nicky, and we are 10. We both have extra challenges in the world, but at the end of the day, we still have each other. We were both born early, and we weighed only 1 pound, so we had a lot of growing to do. When I was born, I had my leg amputated. My brother Nicky is blind. Me and Nicky have all of your shirts with all the things that we love doing best. But if you ask us what we do best and what makes us the most happy and laugh the most, it's just being together. I know now that Nicky has more challenges than I do. The kid's 10 years old. 10 years old. He says that like he's been around the world. I know now that Nicky has more challenges than I do. But he says and does things that make me laugh and forget feeling bad. I don't know how to describe it other than that I love him. You're lucky to have a brother too. He doesn't know my brother. I hope you two find good things to do together. Your friends, Alex and Nicky. How do you take a letter like that and just go back to work and start making t-shirts? We couldn't. So we took money that was going to go in advertising, and instead we started helping kids that needed help. A phrase came from these letters at Life is Good. We no longer say have to, ever. We never say, I have to go to a late meeting, I have to work late, I have to work on this project, I have to do the commencement. No, we get to. We get to do the commencement. We get to work late, and it carries over into your life beyond your business. If you ever say that you have to go grocery shopping, you're missing the point. You get to go grocery shopping. You get to do your laundry because you get to stand on 2 legs. And when you go grocery shopping, you get to look at the labels with your eyes. You get to. Gratitude is a superpower. Come on now. We're optimists, so we're going to make believe they caught it. Bentley, are you ready for the final superpower? We're going to declare this one right up front and then finish with a little song for you. Fun is a superpower. You need the band? Yep. We've written a song. We've written a song just for you, Bentley. Johnny, I've just always wanted to do this. Cool, man. Well done. We need the band, right? Band, can we get a beat? You might recognize, ooh, I like that. We got any horns? Any horns? We gather in this tently, the weather's heaven sently, to celebrate and elevate you graduates of Bentley. Oh, we gon' let it fly. We gon' let it fly. We gon' let it, we gon' let it, we gon' let it fly. So tell us what you see. Optimism's key. It's how to be, we guarantee. Now sing if you agree. We gon' let it fly. We gon' let it fly. We gon' let it, we gon' let it, we gon' let it fly. Come on, don't be shy. Put your wings up high. Soar like Flex the Falcon now. Let your superpowers fly. We gon' let it fly. We gon' let it fly. We gon' let up. Flap those wings. Flap those wings. I see you flap them. Like the falcon. Who needs one? Who needs one? Thank you. Who needs one over here? Hey, get those wings flying. Get those wings flying. We gon' let it fly. We gon' let it fly. We gon' let it, we gon' let it, we gon' let it fly. One more pancake, ready? Nicely done, buddy. Thank you, congratulations. We love you. Thank you, baby. Give me one of those. I'll take one of those. I'll take one of those. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, awesome, 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 awesome,
Give me in,
awesome,
give me in,
awesome.
give me in. Good stuff.